longest time, had a preference when it came to their facial hair and their men. What's up, TK?
The Yankees wanted them clean cut. For the longest time, it was
I don't get this.
Above the lip is okay sometimes, I guess, if you keep it clean, but clean shaven, no beards whatsoever.
So
if you want to represent the New York Yankees, you got to have a shaven face.
Since 1976, there's been a rule in place, Tina, that players from, I guess, the start of spring training through the end of the season had to be clean shaven. That meant no facial hair past the mustache. And also, you could not grow your hair past your collar to be sticking all out of your hat and whatnot. So they wanted this professional, business-like vibe. They wanted it all buttoned up and I don't know, corporate. But today, it was announced after everybody was ridiculing it because of all the offseason transactions and whatnot. The former Yankee players go elsewhere and they grow out their facial hair. I guess they got a big all-star, reliever?
Yeah, Devin Williams, a pitcher. He's really not that big of a star.
Yeah,
it's crazy that he was the straw that broke the camel's back because it's not a big deal. Gerrit Cole was a bigger deal seeing him getting shaved.
I remember the Gerrit Cole thing being such a thing.
Kevin Youkilis, which wasn't a great player when the Yankees got him, but he was so known for his big red Boston Red Sox beard. But the biggest
name was shave?
Yes.
Yeah, they make them all shave.
This is going back in the past 20 years, just because this is the Yankees that I know and love and recognize. But the biggest one was Johnny Damon.
Oh, man.
Johnny Damon was famous for the long hair and the facial hair. You'll see him in the movie Fever Pitch with Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore. You'll probably see him in Parts Unknown in Florida because he's around the area a bunch.
Yeah.
He was famous for the long hair and the facial hair. But when he got signed by the Yankees, cut it all off. Crew cut.
And no, I'm sure people thought that.
Yeah. There was always.
And you just never won, or you just never played then.
You would get in trouble. Didn't Don Mattingly at one point get in trouble because he tried to buck the system and they benched him?
Exactly. Losing a battle buddy. We were here before you. We'll be here after you.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, the funny thing about this, obviously I am pro let guys do what they want with their hair, especially in professional sports. What are we doing? You're acting as if this is they're acting as if this was something that was either going to prevent them from playing well or prevent fans from wanting to come and watch the show. Neither of which were true. The weird thing is, though, is everybody is against this and is happy today that it is actually celebrated that it's going away. I did think that the rule was kind of neat. I'm impressed that it lasts this long. I'm impressed.
Yeah, this is like the robot balls and strikes argument where people might be hesitant to it that aren't the biggest baseball fans because it doesn't really affect them. It does affect me. I'm a Yankees fan. And
How does it affect you, though?
Because I like seeing my guys that, using Theo's favorite word, lose their aura. They've built their brand, and they get signed to the Yankees, and now they're just a completely different person because they shave off their facial hair. Baseball is a sport that has a lot of beards in it outside of the New York Yankees. Gerrit Cole looks like a completely weaker person. He emasculated when he shaved his face. He looks horrible without a beard. He looked tough. He looked intimidating as a Houston Astro when he had an actual beard going. And then when he goes babyface, he looks like he's 19 years old. I didn't like that. I like having my guys kind of come as face value. We purchased Gerrit Cole on the free agency market. We're going to get that Gerrit Cole on the mound. I know it's just aesthetic, but it matters.
Aesthetics matter. Aesthetics actually do matter. The name on the front of your jersey matters. The color of your uniform and what it symbolizes to the opposition matters, right? There's a certain level of play that you will invoke against the Chiefs that you would not invoke against the Chargers. You fear Mahomes more than you fear a Herbert in a big game. And you're right. It is. I don't know how much of a piece of the pie facial hair actually plays into what an intimidation factor a player can be or even how you think of them. But even if it's subconscious, a beard, especially one that is iconic, it does. Probably a 2% factor, at least a 2% factor into the intimidation factor across the plate.
But again, this kind of goes back to it doesn't affect me, and it's over there, and it's funny because I can point and talk about it, and my favorite players aren't getting emasculated when they join the New York Yankees.
So it's favorable to you.
Yes. We'll go closer to your heart, Theo, in the realm of baseball. The Houston Astros in their stadium used to have a hill in center field. And surprisingly enough, shockingly enough, no one ever actually got hurt on that hill. But Houston Astros players had to play with that hill behind them in center field disproportionately more than any other players because that's their home field.
Right.
If your center fielder rolled his ankle, you'd be like, well, we should probably change this. And I, as a non-Houston Astros fan, say, nah, keep it. It's funny. It's cool. I like how baseball parks have their own identities, and it's a cool little novel thing.
And I think that's what I was going to say. I like I kind of just appreciate the novelty, as you called it. It's a different.
Quirk.
It was different. It's quirky. It's like it goes against the grain. Now, I don't like necessarily probably why they did it, but I did like the fact that it made the Yankees players and their roster unique. It gave us a unique version of Damon that we would have never gotten had he never became a Yankee. It gave us a unique version of Gerrit Cole that we would have never gotten. And I'm a big fan of seeing athletes in their different stages of their career with like a different look. That's why I couldn't wait. I can't wait for bald LeBron. I really hope that LeBron James goes bald in his final year. I'm not even saying this jokingly. Bald LeBron would go crazy. I love the fact that we have Afro Kobe and then we got the clean cut Froby. And it feels, I said Froby. Afro Kobe, Froby is what they called him. And then you got the clean cut Kobe, and it feels like two different guys. Like, even with like guys, when it's more like, think about Patrick Mahomes now. Have y'all seen the chop that Patty got?
No.
You didn't know that Patrick Mahomes cut it off?
No, that did not reach my,
Are you serious?
I didn't read the paper this morning and see Pat Mahomes got a haircut.
This is huge. No, this is huge. This is huge. This is actually huge. I can't believe this is lock in.
Breaking news on ESPN 106.3 is brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire. If your vehicle has issues with braking or other issues, get it fixed right now at St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
In the wake of one of the most embarrassing Super Bowl losses in the history, not just of football, but mankind, the man, the myth, the legend, number 15 for Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, has undergone a hair transformation. Gone are the days of the flowing hair. Gone are the days of, what do you call it, like a fro hawk type deal? Patrick Mahomes.
Kind of a YouTube kid haircut.
Exactly, and I hated it. Patrick Mahomes has gotten the big chop. Patty Mahomes has gotten the big chop. He is locked in, just like Tyler Hero told us at Heat Media Day, C-Cat, ahead of the season when he did the big chop. And he said, nah, I got a militaristic approach to this season. I'm locked in. I'm serious. What did Tyler Hero turn that into, C-Cat?
Military cut.
Well, I'm saying, what did he turn that into? After he got the military cut, what did he do this year?
A good basketball player.
He got his first All-Star nod.
There we go.
Yes. Yeah, he was a good basketball player this year. But it was stamped with the All-Star nod that he got. He's an NBA All-Star for the first time. Patrick Mahomes chopped his hair. And again, women do this after a bad breakup. Sometimes guys will do this as well. And Patrick Mahomes is doing this after one of the most, ground zero moments of his career. I do believe this is, I'm putting all my money into some Patrick Mahomes MVP stock. I'm getting in early. MVP Mahomes on the way. Now that he's done the big chop, he's locked in. He's going to be militaristic. I'm excited for this, Tina. I'm excited.
Is this a haircut like this?
Yeah, it's it right there.
Can
you pull it?
It's really not that big of a deal.
It is. It's a big deal.
I don't think so.
He used to have a lot more hair than that. There you go.
Like a lot more hair.
Don't give the ad. There it goes. Right there. Yeah. Right there. Yes. That's a big chop.
Is it?
That is a huge chop. He used to have a lot more hair.
It just looks like a basic haircut now. Like I don't know. It's not that
That was
crazy
a
to
cleanup.
me.
That wasn't a haircut.
Yeah.
No. That's a big.
He trimmed the sides.
He trimmed
and he's had
a
a good
lot more.
conversation with the barber.
No. There's a lot more hair on his head. Now, will I be happy when he gets a fresh fade? Yeah. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
He likes the little curl. He likes the way the little curl looks.
So
Yeah.
you like having
Gives him a
eras of athletes change throughout their career, and the Yankees kind of built that into their organization.
Yeah, I do. They created a specific reason for them to do that, and I do appreciate it, while I also don't agree with it. And I can't believe that local TV started letting sports anchors and news anchors and reporters and whatnot wear facial hair before the Yankees were. That's the craziest part, because they can be as traditional as they come. They can be as restrictive as they come. And as y'all know, I did 8, 9, almost 10 years in local TV before coming here and doing full-time sports radio. That's a thing. They make you get clean shaven. When I first started in the industry, you couldn't have this, none of that, nothing on the sides, clean shaven. And then there was a wave that happened that opened the door for many people. And now there's even like a Twitter. There's like a Twitter group called like TV Men with Beards. Somehow I'm in it. I don't even have much, but somehow I'm in it. Yeah, but this would constitute, if I had this exact facial hair
Which
structure
is?
right now, which is barely anything on my chin,